Hi, everybody. Welcome to tonight's webinar on fertility, pregnancy, birth, and babies. It's a natural way to support the process of becoming a mother using doTERRA essential oils. So I'm very grateful that you're here, and I'm excited to share this time with you. Who am I? My name is Amanda Brumel. Pleasure to meet you. My background is in holistic health counseling. I am a certified holistic health counselor. I graduated from the Institute for Integrative Nutrition in 2006. And I've been practicing for the last 10 years. I lived in New York for a long time, and I'm an East Coast girl, a Jersey girl to be exact. I lived in New York for just about 15 years, and a good part of that time I was a practicing health coach in New York City. I now live in California, although at this very moment I am abroad in Europe on a healing journey. I'm a doTERRA wellness advocate and gold leader. I'm a lover of all things that come directly from the earth. I've spent the last few decades dedicating my heart, soul, mind, spirit to finding my path back to wellness, because I was very ill physically and emotionally and spiritually in the earlier part of my life. And so I really needed to find another way, because the traditional modes of healthcare were not working for me. And I actually just stumbled upon essential oils only in the last few years. So I've been using doTERRA for 3 years, a little over 3 years actually. I was using them just as a customer for almost a year, and then got so inspired and so passionate that I decided to start building a business. And I was working in corporate America for about 6 years. I'm also an actress. I went to acting school. And when I graduated from grad school, I was in quite a bit of debt. So I got a regular job, a day job. And that was for 6 years. And it was really amazing. I learned a lot. I paid off a lot of debt. But eventually found my way back to my health coaching practice, and doTERRA was a huge part of that. So I was able, over the last 2 years, to build up my doTERRA business so that I could leave traditional corporate America and start my own business. So that has lended itself to me being able to travel, because I have a serious case of wanderlust. So like I mentioned, I'm in Europe. I'm actually in Budapest, to be exact. I am bathing in the thermal baths for 2 to 3 hours every day to help reset the energy of my cells. And it's been amazing so far. I feel amazing, and I'm only halfway through. So I'm here for almost 2 more weeks, and I get to go to Prague. So it's pretty awesome life. So what is my intention for this class? It is to serve you. I am here to remind you that no one else is more of an expert about your mind and body than you. So in this class, I'm going to provide you with education and tools, the primary ones that you'll need to help make an informed decision about how to incorporate essential oils into your life. So if you decide that using natural remedies like essential oils are the right choice for you, at the end of the webinar, I'm going to help empower you to get them into your home safely and at the best price. So let's jump into some foundational education. So what is an essential oil? Essential oils are natural aromatic compounds that are found in plants. So they come from the roots, the stem, the bark, the leaves, flowers, buds. They can come from all parts of the plant. You can see here on the right-hand side, there is a peppermint leaf, and on the right, it's magnified a couple hundred times. So those little white things, they look like eggs. Those are the oil sacs on the leaf. So they really help to protect the plant against environmental threats. That's what the purpose of the essential oil does for the plant. So the way that we get the essential oil from the plant is either steam distillation or cold pressed extraction. So citrus oils are, the essential oil tends to be a little bit more volatile, so you don't want to heat it up when you're extracting it from the plant, so it's cold pressed. Most other plants are steam distilled. They are 50 to 70 times more powerful than herbs. So 1 drop of peppermint oil is actually has the therapeutic value of 28 cups of peppermint tea. So you want to keep in mind, in terms of safety, that less is more. You don't need very much of the oil, and if you're going to apply it on your skin, you always want to dilute it with a carrier oil. So that's something that we're really going to focus on in this class, is safety, especially if you are someone who is pregnant or has a child. We want to make sure that you're using them in the safest way possible. Essential oils are carbon-based. So because of that, and because our bodies are carbon-based, our bodies use them perfectly. So it's a much better option for us than some of the other things that might be man-made. So there are different grades of essential oil. So you can see this little chart here. Most of the oils on the market, about 85% of them are synthetic. So those are things that you'd find in perfumes. They're made on an industrial scale. So they are put into household cleaners and beauty products, things that you might use to freshen the air in your home. They're very toxic. Even though something might smell good, it does not mean that it's good for you. The next grade in green is food grade. So these are generally recognized as safe to ingest. So those would be things that are added, like extracts, flavorings, vanilla extract, almond extract, things that are flavoring the food, flavorings in gum. So even though they may have been approved as safe to ingest, in a lot of cases, they are still genetically modified and not necessarily the best choice to be taking internally. Just because it's edible does not mean that you should eat it. The third grade is therapeutic. That's the one in the purple. And so this is the standard that we have had for the last few decades, therapeutic grade. If you go to the health food store, you'll see on the label of the bottles, most oils will say therapeutic grade. They'll say 100% therapeutic, 100% natural. Unfortunately, there's no regulation in the essential oil industry, so companies can put really whatever they want on their bottles. Even if it's not therapeutic at all, they can say it's 100% therapeutic. So it's a little deceiving when you go and you look at an oil and you think, oh, this is probably great. I got it at, a really reputable health food store. Not necessarily. The only way to know that your oil is actually therapeutic is for it to have been tested. And most companies don't necessarily go through that process because it's costly. The fourth grade is certified pure therapeutic grade. And this is the grade that we're talking about in this class. So the recommendations and the suggestions that I'm giving you as we go throughout are very specific to this brand for a couple of reasons. So why choose doTERRA? doTERRA is the certified pure therapeutic grade. Not all oils are created equal, like we just talked about. Essential oils have become really popular recently. You can go into stores like TJ Maxx or Marshall's or even Best Buy and find essential oils on the shelf. Now, again, you have to be really careful because even though it might smell good, it doesn't necessarily mean that the oil in there is pure or safe. Not only to be put on your skin, but even to be smelling it. Because when you smell an oil, it goes to your brain within 22 seconds and has a chemical reaction. So you want to make sure that whatever you're using is the purest that you can find anywhere on the market. So certified pure therapeutic grade means 100% pure, 100% natural, no artificial ingredients, no fragrances, no fillers. It's safe. It's certified by a third party of PhD botanists, scientists, chemists who are testing the oils on a molecular level. They're doing many different levels of testing to make sure that they are free of pesticides and other chemical residues. So when you use doTERRA, you can feel very confident that they have looked at everything. And you can even go onto a website called source2you, SOURCETOYOU.com. And you can type in the lot number on the bottom of your bottle. So if you flip the bottle over, you'll see a number. You can type it into that website and it'll show you the testing that was done on that bottle. So there's a huge level of transparency. And it's not just doTERRA testing internally, they are sending it to a third party. So it's an unbiased test. They're also testing for potency. So they're making sure that the oils have the correct active compounds to give you a therapeutic benefit. So even if there was an oil that you got that they said they tested it and you were able to see the testing, the other thing you want to keep in mind is how potent is it? If there is a certain claim about an oil and it says this is good for stomach upset or, a little muscle discomfort, is the oil actually going to work for that? And the only way it will is that it has the correct potency. So it has to have the correct chemical constituency in the oil, in the chemical compounds of the oil to have a positive effect on your body. And when I say chemical compounds, it's still natural. All plants have chemistry. And there are some really wonderful resources that if you want to dive deeper into the science behind the oils, send me an email. I'll share my email with you at the end of this webinar. Send me an email and I'm happy to direct you to those resources so you can get a little bit more information if you're looking for more science-based research. Another reason why to choose doTERRA is their farming model. It's called co-impact sourcing. And the way it functions is that doTERRA sources their oils from their natural habitat. So it's called indigenous farming. So they are going to they are going to Haiti to get the vetiver. They're going to Somalia or Oman to get the frankincense. They are going to Guatemala to get the cardamom. They're going to France to get the lavender, or Bulgaria to get the lavender, because those areas have proven by testing that they have the highest quality plants that are producing the highest quality oils. So rather than force farming everything in one area so that doTERRA has control over all the land, they are sourcing it where it grows best. So you're going to get the best possible lavender because it's in the environment where it has the best climate, the best temperature, the best soil, the best water, and it's going to grow and have the highest therapeutic benefit for us. The second half of the co-impact sourcing that's really amazing is by going to these indigenous areas, they're able to empower communities that have potentially been living in poverty. So a place like Somalia it's been very difficult for people to be able to create income and sustain themselves. So doTERRA has been able to give them something that has never existed before, which is sustainable economy. And some areas, they don't even use money, so doTERRA will pay them in food. And what's really beautiful is that not only are they paying them a fair wage or paying them in food, they are contributing in a second way through the Healing Hands Foundation, which is doTERRA's charitable organization. 100% of every donation that goes to the Healing Hands Foundation goes directly to the people in need. doTERRA covers all the administrative costs. So there's a huge amount of money that's able to go to these humanitarian relief efforts. So for instance, in Nepal, where we source the wintergreen, they had the really tremendous earthquakes that kind of destroyed the areas. So doTERRA was able to come in and build 2 of the only earthquake-proof schools that were approved by the government. And they were able to do that in about a year. So in Haiti, they were able to get on the ground within 48 hours of the flooding that happened there. So it's really powerful that when we spend our money, and I really believe that our dollar is our strongest vote, when we spend our money on products like this, we're contributing to sustainable agriculture, sustainable economic and socioeconomic structures all across the globe, and we're able to create a revolution in healthcare. So we're able to empower homes on an individual level, that people can learn how to take care of themselves and become healers in their own home. So when using essential oils, there are 3 main application methods. There's aromatic. So this means breathing it in. So when you open the bottle, you can sniff it out of the bottle. You can also tip the bottle over and put a drop in your palm and rub your hands together and inhale. Or the most popular way is to use a diffuser. Now, when you're using a diffuser, you want to make sure it's a cool mist diffuser. A humidifier is not the same thing. You actually don't want to use a humidifier. If the structure that you're using is dispelling heat, it will actually break down the therapeutic value of the oil. So you need a cool mist diffuser. doTERRA has a couple of options. The one that's pictured here is the Aroma Light, and it runs for 8 hours. So it's a great one to use at night for sleep. Aromatic use helps to open airways. So it's good for easier breathing. It's the fastest way to affect your mood. Like I mentioned earlier, you smell an oil, within 22 seconds, it's having a chemical reaction in your brain. And when you smell an oil, it's actually going through your nose and interacting with your olfactory bulb, which is connected to the part of your brain that manages mood and emotions. It's the limbic system. So it's why when you smell something, it can remind you of a time, 15, 20 years ago when you were having apple pie at Thanksgiving with your grandmother. So it's really a powerful way to get more control over the way you feel on a day-to-day basis and find ways of combating that roller coaster of emotions that might pop up. It's also a great way to freshen the air. So if you're using things that you plug into the wall, most likely they're synthetic. So you want to be really careful, especially if you're pregnant or trying to get pregnant. You want to make sure that you're using the purest things in your home as you possibly can. So anything you're smelling is going into your body. That includes body care products, household cleaning products, anything that you're using to freshen the air. So using essential oils is a great way to purify the air while you're freshening it. While you're just freshening the smell, it's purifying the particles in the air. Second mode of application is topical use. You can apply to the bottoms of the feet, or affected areas to target specific needs. So if you're having a little tension in your lower back or you're having head tension, you can dilute the oils with a carrier oil and then apply them to the area that you have discomfort. The bottoms of the feet is a great access point because the bottoms of your feet are a map of your entire organ system. So when you swipe the bottom of your foot, it's going to circulate through your entire bloodstream, and that essential oil will be found in every single cell of your body within 2 minutes. And essential oils, the molecules of essential oils are so tiny and so dense. There's actually 40 million trillion molecules in one drop of essential oil. That's an actual number, 40 million trillion. You don't even have that many cells in your body. So that's why you can find essential oil molecules in every cell of your body within 2 minutes of applying it topically. And because the essential oil is lipophilic, meaning that it's fat-based and your cell membrane is fat-based, it can penetrate the cell membrane and go to the inside of the cell and help clean out and sweep the cell. The third way is internal use, and this is only with certified pure therapeutic grade oils. You can put a drop in water, and if you're going to put it in water, you want to make sure you're only using glass, ceramic, or stainless steel cups. You don't want to use plastic or styrofoam because the essential oil will break down that matter and it'll get into your water. You can drop it under the tongue, or you can put it into empty vegetable capsules to support everything inside of you: mouth, throat, digestive system, and overall health. Now, if you are pregnant, you want to use oils internally very sparingly, if at all. So I believe everybody should do what feels right for them. But while you're pregnant, at least in the first three months, the first trimester, you want to just be careful about internal use. External use and aromatic use is not an issue. Again, I'm not a doctor. I'm only a certified holistic health coach. So you would always want to consult a medical practitioner to make sure that you both feel good about what you're doing. But in my experience and from the research that I've done, topical use and aromatic use poses no issue. You just want to be very moderate with internal use, just because there's not enough research yet to show the impacts of internal use on unborn babies. So lifestyle options. Okay, so you can use, like I said, On Guard is one oil that you can use internally in capsules. You can use oils in DIY cleaning products. Little baby, you can use even on newborn babies, and I'm going to talk about safety with using essential oils with babies, aromatically, and even in cooking. And essential oils are a wonderful way to create affordability when cooking. For instance, you can add lemon oil to ice cream, you can add it to cupcakes, you can add it to breads, poppy seed lemon bread. Lemons right now, an organic lemon is like $1 a lemon. So 1 drop of lemon oil is 10 cents. So this is a great way to flavor your food. Make sure you're using pure, unadulterated oils and save some money while you're doing it. Essential oil safety. Okay, very safe and gentle without side effects when used as directed. Now, you can drink too much water and die. So with essential oils, you want to follow the instructions on the bottle. When all else fails, look at the bottle and see what it says. If you have questions beyond that, I am a resource for you. So if you decide to work with me and use essential oils, I will help guide you through the process, and I will direct you to resources that you can start to look at and read through yourself so you can make informed decisions as you go along. You want to keep the oils out of your eyes, your ears, and your nose. And if you should get it into your eyes, instead of using water, dilute it with coconut oil. I recommend fractionated coconut oil only because it absorbs into the skin very quickly. Some of the fatty acid chains are extracted, so it absorbs into the skin very quickly. So you're not like a slippery seal. If you're using regular raw coconut oil, it can be very slippery and get onto your clothes and stain your clothes. So the fractionated just helps to get the essential oil into your bloodstream faster too, because it's very thin. We talked about not drinking out of plastic, follow labels, and use common sense. When you are looking at the bottle, if you're trying to determine whether it's safe to use internally, look for essential oil supplement on the bottle. If it does not say essential oil supplement, do not take it internally. And start slowly. So essential oils are very detoxifying. If all of a sudden you're using like 20 different essential oils in one day and your body's not used to it, you could end up having a little bit of a detox response. And so detox response is basically just unwanted side effects like sneezing, runny nose, a little bit of a headache, maybe some nausea. So you just want to start slowly and incorporate them little by little. Once again, less is more. Recommended ideal amounts. So you can see for a 24-hour period for an adult, internal use, you max out at 24 drops. Now 24 drops is a lot. I don't think I've ever gotten even close to 24 drops in a given day. So you don't have to worry about overdosing yourself on oils. If you take 1 or 2 drops of lemon oil a couple of times a day, that's 3 to 6 drops. If you're using a little peppermint oil after a meal, that's 3 drops. So if you maybe take a shot of On Guard to help boost your immune system, that's 1 drop. So that's barely even 12 drops. So it's very hard to overdose on essential oils as long as you're using them properly. Again, 1 drop is usually more than enough. You can see for children, it's much, much, much less. Now, I would say internal use for children, I wouldn't recommend this under the age of 10 personally. But again, do what you feel is right for you and as you do your research. There's no restrictions on aromatic. So you can smell the oils as much as you want. Dermal, there are some restrictions in terms of using them in one moment. The ideal amount is 3 to 6 diluted. In a 24-hour period, up to 36 drops diluted. I think what they're recommending here is neat, but I would say diluted. I err on the side of caution. Safety during pregnancy. Talk to your doctor and use as you're comfortable. Less is more. Dilute safely and use in small amounts. While you're pregnant, avoid Clary Sage and doTERRA's Clary Calm. It can create early contractions, but it's great to use while you're in labor to help support contractions. The following oils you want to use with caution throughout pregnancy: basil, birch, camphor, tarragon, and wintergreen. There are some products that doTERRA has that has camphor and wintergreen in them, but they're in such small amounts and they're so diluted that they're not an issue. This is talking about larger amounts, undiluted, or taken internally. And so wintergreen is something, camphor and wintergreen and birch are oils that you would never take internally anyways. When breastfeeding, you want to avoid peppermint only because it can slow milk production. It's not dangerous, but it could affect that. If you want to increase milk production, you can use basil or fennel. And that's something that you would use topically. So you would take that oil and you would mix it with some coconut oil and you could apply it to the breasts. Safety for babies and children. This is a quick dilution guide. If you're watching this webinar and you would like a copy of this guide, email me. I will give you my email address at the end of this webinar. But you can see for a very newborn baby, 0 to 12 months, you only need 1 drop in a 10 milliliter bottle. That's a bottle this size, 1 drop of essential oil. That's how powerful it is. So if you're going to use 1 drop, say you're going to use 1 drop neat, meaning undiluted, on an adult human, you can imagine for a much smaller being, you need much, much, much less. Always do patch tests too before you apply something to a large surface area of skin. Dilute it and apply it to a tiny area just to make sure that there is no irritation. In general, doTERRA's oils are very safe. There have only been 0.006% of reports from people having any adverse reactions, and they were predominantly very minor skin irritations. So that was usually because people did not dilute their oils properly. So if you're diluting properly, you should not have any side effects. Okay, so fertility. So if you are looking to get pregnant, there are some great ways to support fertility. First, to create a daily routine. So this is a wellness pyramid. This is doTERRA's wellness pyramid. Starts with eating right. So you have to be eating right for all the other steps of the pyramid to fall into place. So you want to make sure that you're eating a lot of leafy greens, whole foods, that you are taking the correct supplementation. doTERRA has a wonderful supplement pack called the Lifelong Vitality Pack that a lot of women use as a prenatal. So if you were to take those ingredients of the Lifelong Vitality Pack to your doctor and show them what's in there, I am pretty sure that they'll be surprised and excited by it and be very happy for you to take those as a prenatal. So exercise, that is also critical. Resting and managing stress. Stress is a huge factor in or minimizing stress is a huge factor in supporting fertility, and reducing toxic load. Informed self-care is what we're doing right now, education, and proactive medical care is when you get your oils in your home. It will be a way to support your health care. And also to know when to go to the doctor. So essential oils are wonderful for many things, but we are blessed to have Western medicine when we need it. So make sure that when you need to go to the doctor, you go to the doctor. Eating right. So this is the Lifelong Vitality Pack on the left, these 3 bottles. There's a Microplex VMZ, which is a vitamin and mineral complex. That gives you everything you need. There are wonderful, it's a wonderful ratio of all the vitamins and minerals that you need. And they're all natural. They come from food. There's nothing synthetic in there. Second is the Alpha CRS Plus. These are all adaptogenic herbs. So there's great stuff in there like milk thistle, turmeric, pineapple extract, all things that are going to help to support cellular vitality. And the third is the Omega. So this is a fish oil. It's tested for 200 different contaminants. There's no mercury in there whatsoever. And there are also 9 essential oils in the bottle. In each pill, there are 9 essential oils, including frankincense. Frankincense is one of the most amazing oils that you can use to support your healthy cellular vitality and regeneration. They also have a vegan version. So if you are vegan, you can get the vegan version of this pack called the Lifelong Vitality Pack. They also have this Terra Green fruit and vegetable supplement mix, which actually tastes really good. Sometimes these green powders just taste like a bunch of dried spinach, but this tastes really great, and I love adding it to water. I just drink it plain in water, or I add it to smoothies in the morning. And then this Terrazyme digestive enzyme is also great if you need support with gas, bloating, indigestion, any of those things. The Terrazyme will help to digest your food, and you'll get more of the minerals and vitamins and everything that you need, because the Terrazyme helps you break down carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. There's also an anti-gluten enzyme in the Terrazyme. So if you are dealing with any sort of food intolerances, namely gluten, this is a great supplement to take with your food, especially when you go eat at a restaurant, because I always get accidentally glutened. They say that there's no gluten, but then they're frying stuff and the same thing with another thing that has gluten on it. So it's always good to carry the Terrazyme around with you. One other thing that's not pictured here that I would recommend is a probiotic. doTERRA has something called PB Assist. And that is an amazing probiotic. It's enterically coated, meaning that it actually gets down into your intestines rather than just getting digested by your stomach acids. So it's enterically coated, and there's also a prebiotic in there, which comes in the form of chlorophyll. So it's something for the probiotics to feed on so it can actually populate in your colon. So if you are taking a probiotic and it's not enterically coated and it does not have a prebiotic, you're kind of wasting your money. So I definitely recommend the PB Assist. Reducing toxic load. This is probably the #1 recommendation I have if you are wanting to get pregnant. Now, this is a 30-day cleanse. Once you've become pregnant, you don't want to take this anymore. But in the process of increasing fertility, this is an excellent protocol. I highly, highly, highly recommend it. One of my mentors works with a fertility doctor in New Jersey, and this is her #1 recommendation, and she's had a lot of success with women. So if there is any neurotoxins in your system, chemicals, pesticides, anything in your body that is interrupting your body's natural balance, get it out. Reduce the toxic load, get the toxins out. So this is a very gentle cleanse. If you were to get this kit, the Cleanse and Restore kit, everything you need for the cleanse is in the kit. I will also give you a step-by-step protocol so you know exactly what to follow to complete the cleanse properly. You don't have to be restrictive in your eating. You don't have to just eat, broccoli and drink juices the whole time. The better you eat, the more whole foods you're eating, the more natural foods, raw enzymes you're eating, the better. But it's not like a master cleanse or a 21-day only juice cleanse. You can eat actual food while you do this cleanse. So for the first trimester, tummy tamers. So we all know, I have not been pregnant, I have not had a child, but we all know that in the first trimester, there can be a little tummy upset. So these are 4 products that you can try. So the Digest Tabs These you can take internally. They are they're little chews. They're like calcium tablets that have the Digestin blend in them. And this is something you can take internally because it's very diluted in the calcium tablet. Digestin, peppermint, and ginger, you can smell them, or you can dilute them and apply them topically over your abdomen. If you feel comfortable taking them internally, you can put a drop on the back of your hand and take a lick. But if you prefer to use them aromatically, you can put them in a diffuser. You can put a drop in your palm, rub your hands together and smell them, or you can use them topically by diluting them with a fractionated coconut oil, applying to the abdomen or to the bottoms of the feet or behind the ears. Pregnancy brain. I don't know why I do find this such a phenomenon, but it makes sense because the baby's taking kind of all of your regular attention and blood flow and everything to be able to grow. But I've had a few friends that have gone through pregnancy brain, and it's pretty hilarious. So if you need some support with that, Intune is the focus blend. You can apply it topically to your temples or the back of the neck. Frankincense, you can also apply topically to the back of the neck. You can take this one internally also if you put a drop under the tongue. You can also diffuse frankincense and lemon together, or frankincense, lemon, rosemary, and peppermint. You could put a drop of each of these in your diffuser. If in a pinch, you just need to have something really quickly, you could put a drop of peppermint in your palm and smell that. Peppermint is a vasodilator, meaning that it brings lots of oxygen to the blood vessels. So it helps wake you up really quickly. Energy support. So Mito2 Max is a natural energy and stamina complex. There's no caffeine in it. It's supplement. It's a pure supplement, natural supplement. So this is safe to take internally. So if you're feeling a little sluggish in that first trimester, you can take the Mito2 Max. Lemongrass is also very invigorating. If you use this in the diffuser, I recommend only 1 drop. Anything more than that is a little bit much. And if 1 drop is too much, you can stick a toothpick into the bottle and then put the toothpick in the water of your diffuser and just kind of whirl it around. And that can even be enough in some cases. For me, lemongrass is very strong. You can add lemongrass and peppermint together in the diffuser also. Another way I love to use lemongrass is topically. Always dilute lemongrass. It's a very spicy oil, but it's really good to bring oxygen and heat to the skin. So it improves the look of skin. And it's also very energizing. It's my favorite thing to use when I come out of the shower. I just love it. It smells so good. Pleasing aromas. So if you are dealing with any tummy upset in that first trimester and you need some things that smell good, lavender and wild orange both smell amazing. Lavender is also very calming. So if you need a little emotional calm, lavender you can put behind your ears in the diffuser. You can mix it with wild orange. Wild orange is not something I like to use at nighttime because I find it a little too uplifting. So it's something you might want to use during the day. Lavender is great to use at night for sleep, but wild orange is more of a daytime aroma, I would say. Second trimester, soothing discomfort. So if you have any soreness in your neck, your back, your lower back, you can use the Deep Blue Rub. It's a lotion. It smells very minty. It's almost like an icy hot. And you only need a very, very, very small amount. I've had a couple of pregnant women, friends of mine and clients of mine, who hands down said this was the #1 product they used during their pregnancy. They couldn't go a day without it. So love the Deep Blue. The Deep Blue also comes in a pure oil format. So if you prefer not to use the lotion and you'd rather make your own blend, you can get the Deep Blue in a 5 milliliter bottle, and you can dilute it with coconut oil and apply it on your skin. The Deep Blue also comes in a diluted version. It's called the doTERRA Touch system. And you can get the doTERRA Touch system in a kit. It has 9 oils. And there's some of the top 9 emergency oils come in that kit, and it's already diluted for you, so you don't even have to think about it. And Deep Blue is one of the oils in that kit. The other oils are frankincense, melaleuca, which is also known as tea tree, lavender, On Guard, which we're going to talk about in a minute, Breathe. So those are some of the other ones that are in that kit. The Deep Blue also comes in a 10 milliliter roll-on, undiluted. So if you really like the extra strength of the Deep Blue, you can get it undiluted for head tension and neck and shoulder tension. And then white fir is one of my all-time favorite oils. I cannot get enough of this oil. It smells like the holidays all year long in my house with white fir. But this is another one. You could add it to the deep blue lotion, or you could use this on its own, again, diluted, and apply it to any areas that you're experiencing discomfort. Circulatory support. So if you need to bring circulation into your feet, your hands, anywhere in your body, cypress is a great one. Again, this has to be diluted. You can add some helichrysum to it. Both of these are wonderful, wonderful oils. Helichrysum is also a great one to beautify the skin. And you can use cypress actually to calm down oily skin. But helichrysum is really great if you want to tone down any sort of redness in your skin. This is one of my favorite oils, helichrysum. Sleep support. So I know this can be a challenge for pregnant women. These are two of my favorite oils for sleep. Balance is the grounding blend. It does have some frankincense in it. Both of these oils are for external use only, or aromatic use in the diffuser. So I like to put a couple of drops of each of these in my Aromalight diffuser. I put that on about 15 minutes before I go to sleep. I'll also rub some on the bottom of my feet, and the balance oil actually is already diluted. So you could add a drop of Serenity to your balance oil and rub it on the bottoms of your feet. I like to rub it over my chest or a little bit behind my ears. And then in the diffuser, and I fall asleep faster, I sleep more soundly, and I wake up more rested. Balance is also a great one if you're trying to manage stress. So if that's something that's come up for you during your pregnancy, balance oil on the bottoms of the feet when you wake up in the morning to get yourself grounded before you start your day. Balance oil on the bottoms of the feet at night before bed to kind of get yourself out of your head and into your body and into a relaxed mode. Healthy skin. So if you're experiencing any sort of skin irritations or maybe some blemishes on your face, you can help calm that with the HD Clear. This is the topical blend for that. If you're focused on anti-aging, Immortelle is amazing. I just busted out my Immortelle today. I kind of forgot about it for a few days, and I started putting that on my skin today, and I feel like it's like glowing. So I really love the Immortelle. A Melaleuca is really good. It's known as tea tree oil, and it's very good to calm down oiliness as well. It's also good if you were to get a little cut or a scrape. You can use it to soothe the skin with some lavender. Third trimester, emotional support. This will probably become your best friend, this emotional aromatherapy system. So this is the touch system I was talking about. So this is the emotional touch. And then there's also the other touch system, which is more of the emergency oils. Although I would argue that emotions are emergencies also. So this kit comes in a series of 6: Motivate, Cheer, Passion, Forgive, Console, and Peace. You can also buy these in the touch system. They're diluted with coconut oil. You can also buy them undiluted in 5 milliliter bottles if you want to put them in your diffuser, because you can't put these in your diffuser. So if you want the option to be able to use them aromatically, then you might want to get the kit, the emotional aromatherapy kit that comes in the 5 milliliter. So you can get them in kits, or you can get them individually if there's just specific things you're working on. I will say probably my favorite is Passion, but I have a special place in my heart for all of these. So highly recommend having these on hand. Nervous system. So if you just need to calm and balance your nervous system, these are 3 great oils. We talked about helichrysum before. It's very calming. Aroma Touch is the massage blend. So get your partner to give you a massage. I think when you're pregnant, you deserve to have a massage as often as you want, because you are going to bring a baby into this world. So get your partner to give you an Aroma Touch massage, rub your feet, rub your back. Aroma Touch has some basil in it, which I mentioned at the beginning, can be, you want to use cautiously, but you're only using this topically, and it's going to be diluted, so it's perfectly safe in my opinion. So you can massage it especially on your lower back, because the basil will help with adrenal support. So if you're dealing with a lot of tiredness throughout the day or low energy, the Aroma Touch blend can be very revitalizing. And then the Roman chamomile is very calming. This is one of the great oils to use in the diffuser. So sometimes if I need a little extra sleep support, I'll add a drop or 2 of Roman chamomile to my Balance and Serenity blend. So for ankles and feet, if you feel like you need a little support in that 3rd trimester, you can use the grapefruit, lemongrass, peppermint topically on that area and massage it into your feet, diluted, of course, once again. So this will just help to calm down any discomfort or swelling that you're having in your feet. Labor and delivery. You're gonna wanna have a little labor and delivery birthing kit. And definitely have these oils in your kit. Now, there are a number of hospitals all over the country, but especially in Los Angeles and New York, who are using doTERRA in the delivery rooms. So this is what I'm saying, what I was saying in the beginning about this being a revolution in healthcare. Cedars-Sinai uses doTERRA in the delivery rooms. Diffusion for calming down everyone in the room, because sometimes the husband or the partner is more stressed out than the woman giving birth. So Clary Sage will help with encouraging contractions. Balance will be very calming. Serenity will be very calming. Well, balance will be very grounding, and serenity very calming. So these are 3 oils I'd recommend. You also might want to have a diffuser in that bag so you can be diffusing in the delivery room. You might want some peppermint, wild orange for a little bit of an uplift pick-me-up. But the oils are extremely supportive. If you want to learn more, because this is just an overview, these are just a smattering of oils that you can use. If you want more information, there is an excellent book about essential oils and pregnancy, birth, and babies. If you want more details about that book, email me and I can send you a link to how to get it. And there's a way you can get it for free too. So email me and I'll explain how you can do that. Aftercare. So you accomplished your mission, you gave birth, you have a healthy, beautiful baby, and now you needed to kind of recover from that. Because birthing is traumatic. It's one of the biggest traumas to the human body. So you really want to make sure that you honor your body and you take care of yourself after you give birth. Correct-X, this is a essential oil ointment that helps to encourage the healing of skin. It has no petroleum jelly. So there are some equivalents on the market that use petroleum jelly, which is very toxic for the system. This does not use petroleum jelly, so it's very safe. White fur, again, you can use. Immortelle will help the healing process also. And Immortelle you can actually even use on your stomach. So you can rub it on the skin of the stomach, the hips, anywhere where you feel you need a little support with the skin. And then Clary Calm will help to get your hormones back into balance. So you can be putting this on the inside of your ankles. That's the acupressure point, an acupuncture point for female hormones. So you can put it on the inside of your ankles. Some people like to even wear it like a perfume. They'll put it on their wrists or behind their ears. And then oils for babies. So we talked about safety. So you just want to make sure that how you're using them with your newborn, and as they grow through toddlerhood and young childhood, that you're using them in the proper dilution ratios. Sleep support. I think this is probably the thing that moms struggle with the most in that first year or so, is sleep. So lavender for the baby, Roman chamomile are both very, very gentle, very safe to use in a diffuser. So you probably only need 1 drop of each in a diffuser, and you can put it, near the baby's crib. You can dilute them and put them on the bottoms of the baby's feet. But again, 10 milliliter roller bottle with 1 drop of lavender or 1 drop of Roman chamomile and the rest fractionated coconut oil. And that's what you would use to rub on the baby's feet. So if you buy the doTERRA Touch system, it's diluted, but it's much more concentrated. So if you want to make that last longer, you can take that Touch roller bottle and get a bunch of other roller bottles and pour it in between the different roller bottles and fill the rest up with fractionated coconut oil. So you can make your 1 bottle last longer. Immune support. So we want to keep our baby healthy. On Guard and Breathe, that's a great combination to put in the diffuser. If the baby's feeling like, you feel like it needs a little bit of respiratory support, you can take the Breathe oil, again, 1 drop in a 10 milliliter bottle of coconut oil, rub that on the bottoms of the baby's feet, and then On Guard is another one that you can use too. So I know that's something that moms tend to be a little bit nervous about in the beginning, is exposing them to other people when they're too young. So these are great ways to keep the immune system boosted. And then soothing skin. So if the baby has a little bit of sore skin on the bum or, around the hips where the diaper has been attached, you can use some myrrh and sandalwood to help soothe the skin. Once again, very heavily diluted. 1 drop in 10 milliliter bottle of fractionated coconut oil. So both of these are lovely, and these are great also for parents. So if you want to have some skin support, love both of these. Frankincense and myrrh is another great combination. And then sandalwood is another one of my favorite oils, in my top 5 for sure. I love this as an adult person, not a baby person, to put a little sandalwood on my third eye and use it in meditation. It's so soothing, really great in yoga and shavasana. So you might be thinking, okay, great, this is awesome. How do I get them? So I'm going to explain to you how you can get started with doTERRA if you are not already a member. So you can get natural solutions into your home at the best value. So you can get them one of 2 ways. The first way is to order retail through the person who invited you to this webinar. If it was me, then you would order them retail through me. So this is a way for you to try 1 or 2 oils before making any sort of commitment. You can kind of figure out if they're right for you. If you are ready to dive in, or if you've already tried a few oils and you want more, if you're going to get more than 1 or 2 oils, a wholesale account is the best value because you're going to save 25% below retail. Everybody wants to save money. Why spend more money if you don't have to? Now, with a wholesale membership, it kind of works like Costco or Sam's Club. There is a membership fee to join. For the first year, it's $35. However, doTERRA puts together these really awesome kits that have pretty much everything you need in the kits. If you get a kit, your membership is free for the first year. In a year from now, if you started today and then a year from now you renew, the renewal is $25 and you get a free 15 milliliter bottle of peppermint oil to offset the cost. So it's almost like a free membership. It's pretty generous. Now, these are some of the kits. So there's a wide range of options. The Diamond Kit is the dream kit. You can overhaul everything in your home and your wellness lifestyle. It has the biggest value. Moms love this because they are ready. They're having a baby. They want to make sure they have everything pure, everything non-toxic. They're just doing a whole home makeover because they want to make sure that whatever they're putting on themselves or their baby is pure and safe. So this gives you everything you need for only $2,500. You save almost $800 below the wholesale price. So this kit is priced at the wholesale discount, and then because everything is packaged together, doTERRA discounts it even more. So you would actually be spending like $3,300 on this kit if you were buying everything individually. On top of that, they give you $400 worth of product credits. They return back to you in your second month when you join something called the Loyalty Rewards Program. And I'm going to explain to you in a minute how that works. But those 400 product credits you can have for an entire year. You get an entire year to spend them. So you don't have to spend them right away. You can wait till the holidays and get gifts for people, or in a couple of months when you need to replenish some of your items. You also start off at 25% back on that rewards program I just mentioned. Most everybody else starts off at 10%. So this kit really kicks you forward quite a bit so that over time you can get up to 30% back. And that combined with your 25% wholesale discount gives you a 55% discount off of retail. So it's huge savings. You can't find the oils better at a better price anywhere else. The next kit is the Every Oil Kit. So if you're really just focused on oils, you can get this Every Oil Kit to have every oil that doTERRA has. You also get fractionated coconut oil, a diffuser, the emotional aromatherapy kit, and a little carry-on case. So once you get some of those essential oil resources that I was talking about that I'll recommend to you if you email me, once you get those resources, you're going to want to start making all sorts of different concoctions at home because those books are going to give you an oil for everything. So this kit will just ensure that you're not missing out on any of the oils that might be in that book, and you'll be able to make any protocol that comes up. You save $300 below wholesale, and you get $200 worth of product credits returned to you in the second month, and you start off at 20% back on the rewards program. The Natural Solutions Kit is popular because you get a nice mix of oils and products, and you get the 8-hour diffuser and this cute wooden box with it. You save $220 below wholesale, and you get $100 worth of product credits, and you start off at 15% back on the rewards program. The Cleanse and Restore. So if you are not pregnant and you are looking to get pregnant, the Cleanse and Restore Kit will help support the process. It'll just help your body get back into balance so it can do what it's meant to do and make babies. So again, this has everything you need for a 30-day cleanse, and I will help coach you through it if you decide you want to do this cleanse. Emotional aromatherapy, if you're focused on aromatic and topical use only of the oils and you just need emotional support either during the conception process or while you're pregnant, or now you have a bunch of kids and you just need help emotionally, this has 6 oils in it. We saw them earlier in the different format. It was the touch version. This kit comes with the 5 ml bottles that are undiluted. So you can put them in the diffuser or you can make your own topical blends. Oh, and let me mention, this diffuser runs for 4 hours. So the other square one runs for 8 hours and this one runs for 4. So if you're looking for just something in your living room, in your kitchen, this is a great diffuser to have. Most people get both eventually. They get the petal and the aroma light. So this will start you off with the petal and then you can always get the aroma light later. Now these 2 are the sampler kits. The Home Essentials kit has the top 10 emergency oils. So you get frankincense, lavender, lemon, melaleuca, peppermint, deep blue, breathe, digestin, on guard. You get a petal diffuser. Family Essentials kit has the exact same oils in the Home Essentials kit. The difference is the size of the bottles. So the Home Essentials kit gives you 3 times the amount of oil in the bottle. So you get 250 drops per bottle, and this is 85 drops per bottle. So the Home Essentials kit is a better value, but if you want to just try some oils and be able to sample them before you invest more, the Family Essentials kit is a great option. And it comes with beadlets. So this has the diffuser and this one has beadlets, On Guard beadlets and peppermint beadlets, which you can take internally. The AromaTouch Diffused Kit, this is great if you're working on sleep or any sort of physical discomfort, emotional balance, or immune support. Those are the best oils. These have oils for those health goals. And it has the 4-hour diffuser. So you can see there's On Guard, lavender, balance, melaleuca, AromaTouch, deep blue, wild orange, and peppermint. Okay, so the loyalty rewards program is the smartest way to buy. With your membership, you only have to buy 1 item per year to keep your account active. However, most people opt into the loyalty rewards program because you get extra benefits. It's kind of like a frequent flyer program. Most people start using the oils, they love them, they want to try new things every month. Also, they discover, oh my gosh, there's laundry detergent and toothpaste, and it's actually really good. So they start wanting to get those things regularly. So rather than thinking about doTERRA as an additional expense every month, you can think about it as redirecting your budget. So things that you would be buying anyway at the health food store, you can get through doTERRA, and you can actually get rewards. Most of the health food stores I used to shop at did not give me any rewards, even though I shopped there and spent a lot of money. So doTERRA does give you rewards for being a loyal customer. So if you place a monthly order, this program is an auto ship program. It's a monthly auto ship program that you can customize. You can customize whatever, you're not assigned to certain items that doTERRA is telling you what to get. You can get whatever you want every month, any amount. But if it's at least 50 PV, and PV means product value, which is about equal to dollars. So if you're spending about 50 bucks a month plus tax and shipping, you will earn a percentage of your order back in free product credits. So you start off at 10%, or if you got one of the bigger kits, you start off at a greater percentage. Oops, go back. So if you start off at 10%, 10% of 50 is $5. You get $5 worth of points deposited into your bank. Starting in month 3, if you're doing at least 50 a month, now you're earning 15% back. And then 3 months later, it bumps up to 20, and then 25. And then after a year of doing about 50 bucks a month, you start earning 30% back on everything. So on 50, that's $15 that you got back into your bank that you can redeem anytime you want on free oils. So you just keep racking up the points and you can redeem them whenever you like. I like to do it in packs of like 200 or 300 points. So I get $200 or $300 worth of stuff, and it's like raining doTERRA in my house, and it's like a holiday or a birthday for me. And so I love it. You also get your shipping costs reimbursed in product credit. So doTERRA has very generous flat rate shipping of $3.99. No matter how much you purchase, it's $3.99. So that gets refunded to you in the form of product credits. So you get $4 worth of product credits back in your bank every time you buy something. So that's pretty sweet too. If you place an order before the 15th of the month and it's over 125 PV, which is about 125 bucks, you will automatically receive the free product of the month, and it's a different product every month. Now, it's pretty easy to get to 125 because I get my supplements through doTERRA, my skincare, my hair care, I replenish my oils. And so I am actually having to calm myself down and not spending more. I could spend probably like $300 every month, but I try to keep it somewhere between, 150, $200 because I was spending that money anyway. So I just know I'm getting higher quality products. I'm contributing to doTERRA's humanitarian relief effort. I'm empowering communities all over the world. And I know that my dollar is going towards something good. So when you get started with doTERRA, you get to choose the role you'd like to play. So some companies that are structured like this, if you sign up, you are forced to distribute the products. That is not the case with doTERRA. You can just be a customer. So you can just order the products and get them at the same price that I get them, which is pretty awesome. So if that's you, you will get some free coaching when you start using your products. So make sure you email me if you would like to get started and get some coaching. Most people, when they start using the products, they fall in love with them and they start naturally sharing. So it's like when you share a great movie you saw or a book that you read, you just tell everyone you know. So if that starts happening and you notice that you're telling everyone around you, you can start sharing doTERRA and you can get free gifts for sharing doTERRA. Some people, they start sharing and then they think, wow, a lot of people are into this. And yeah, I could use some extra money and maybe I would like to teach too. If that starts happening, you can build a business with doTERRA. That's what I did. I was just a customer and then I got so excited and inspired by how my life was changing and my health was improving that I decided to start building a business, and I was able to quit my corporate job last year and I do doTERRA full time. So who do you know that would benefit from using essential oils? I'm sure as you were listening to this presentation, you might have thought of a girlfriend who's also pregnant or has a bunch of little kids, or maybe someone else in your life who just could use some extra emotional support. If you host a class, you can get some gifts. So hosting a class, all that means is you invite people over to your house or to a yoga studio or a community center. You invite people, I do everything else. Or whoever invited you to this presentation, they would do everything else. I bring all the oils, I bring the materials, I teach the class, and then based on who comes and if they decide to get started with oils, you can get a series of gifts. Just for booking a class, you'll get this keychain. So this keychain, you can carry 8 of your favorite oils in these tiny little vials. So it's a great on-the-go option. And then if 5 people come to the class who do not already use doTERRA, you will get all of those vials filled up. So you'll get a whole case ready to go, throw it in your bag or your purse. So why order through me? As you start to research more about doTERRA, you might see the oils available on other sites that are not doTERRA sites. It is very dangerous to purchase your oils anywhere else than directly through doTERRA. And some of those other third-party sites make it look like it's coming from doTERRA, but it's not coming directly from doTERRA. So you have to be very careful and very vigilant, especially if you're a pregnant woman or you have kids. You have to be really careful. You want to make sure that you're getting the right oils, that you're getting the doTERRA branded oils, not something that has been diluted with something else, adulterated in any way. So if you order through me, you get guaranteed potency, purity, and safety of your oils because I have the oils sent directly from doTERRA's warehouse to your home, and you get shipping confirmation directly from doTERRA. And you also get your own personal account where you can order in the future directly through doTERRA to make sure that everything is guaranteed safe. You get 90 days of free oils coaching with me. I'm a certified holistic health counselor. I have 10 years of experience with health and wellness and 3 years of experience with doTERRA. You get ongoing mentorship and guidance from a team of doctors, natural health practitioners, midwives, leaders, healers, entrepreneurs, people with a lot of experience, a lot of people who have medical certifications. So you will be getting the best education possible. You'll also get free oils, free online coaching programs and educational programs, gifts, materials, and resources upon enrolling. If you're going to make this investment in your health, I want to make sure that you're getting an investment back into what you're doing so that you really can become a healer in your own home. I am extremely passionate about this because the oils have made such a huge impact on my life, physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and financially. So I really want to contribute to this revolution in healthcare and help to put it in oil in every home on the planet. So by ordering through me, you help to support that vision. And I would work with you with gratitude and honor and respect and excitement and fun, because I'm also a little silly. So if you would like more information or if you're ready to get started, email me at amanda@realurbanwellness.com, amanda@realurbanwellness.com with I'm ready in the subject line. If you'd like to follow my travels and see all the crazy shenanigans that I get involved in all my different European cities, and you'd like to track my progress of how my health is changing over the next couple of weeks, follow me on Instagram at realurbanwellness, or send me a Facebook friend request, Amanda Brumell. That's Facebook, not Facebook. Amanda Brumell, Broomell. And I would be happy to stay connected with you. So I hope you enjoyed this webinar. I hope this was educational and enlightening and fun. Again, make sure you consult with your doctor before you start incorporating any of these oils into your routine if you are pregnant or nursing. And I am excited to see you on the next webinar. I hope you have a lovely evening and take care.